Hey there, it's Lokijunda. We're picking up at Chapter 7 of Ground Zero. Here is, we first play as Evan. Continuing with the knife-only challenge. His knife attacks are a little slower, but we can still manage to do this just fine. He's got a stylish slide, of which I'm a fan of. So let's check this first. Got a much weightier and heavier feeling counter. I've got a flying away body again. Alright, we still have our up defense and everything. Now here we need a blowtorch, or blowtorch fuel to open that door, so we gotta go around this way to grab that. One of the plus sides of having a backpack with a ton of stuff in it. Hey. We still don't have to be too careful about things like that. 51 defense we have. Not too much to worry about. Alright, here's our fuel. We'll do our nice slide. Hey, come on. Hoping to get through this chapter relatively quickly. Okay, I'm just messing up. Alright, we got our save room here. Let's see. Ah, close. Let's see. Let's see. Wait, okay. God, come on, man. I can do this. Let's try 12 plus 9. Oh, that's wrong. It's not 2 times 9 plus 19. What else could we do? Unless we're gonna be... Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, there we go. Okay, don't think we need that. So we're gonna go with just the knife for now. We're gonna carry the blowtorch fuel with us, though. So one of the first things we do need, there's a couple things we're doing here. We need a safe combination code for a safe here. Then we need a fuse for here and like another key that I think actually might be in the safe. I don't remember the combination, but we'll find it pretty easily, I believe. I missed the parry on that one. That's right, his is low enough where it's hard to do two flashes in between the parry consistently, at least for me. Alright, and this is just stuff about the big business people doing all their shady dealings. Wait, alright, that's right, there was the, Audio log. I'm just checking. I don't think the code's in here. Yeah. Definitely miss the corrosive knife, though, during these segments. Yeah, I don't think there's anything over here. Damn it. Was a lock to shoot off. But we might as well come over here. We got one of our blowtorch doors. I don't believe you never, other than the very first one, you never need to do this. It's just some goodies behind them. So if you're trying to go speed run or quick, you can completely bypass all the blowtorch doors with Evan after that initial one, I believe. But there is like some ammo right behind here. We're at over 40,000 genome points now. And we still haven't sold all our stuff. Alright, so we can't do that yet. Let's see. This is the final room we need to go into. So we can't do that yet. We need to go down here with the fuse and stuff and do some stuff first, where we drain water before we go through here. Because right now there's some water here, but there's gates closed, so we gotta drain the water, open the gates, then make sure there's water here again so we can swim across. We gotta do all that before we go in there. Yeah, there's the... So we got 6135. 6135, that is our combination for the safe. And I think we need that because I think it's the pump room key is in there. So that's the next thing we need. And we're gonna be full on our inventory. I want to come over here and just make sure we got as much as we... Damn it. If I had gotten the other one first, we would have been good. Just make sure we have as much as we can before we run back. And then I guess we can grab a gun to blast that open. So there is a little bit of mandatory backtracking in this area. Unless, of course, you remember the code. Which, next time, I'll go through and make notes on all the codes and stuff so I don't have to worry about remembering. Oh, come on, I hit the block. right in here. Yeah, that's about all that. Let's double check our note again. 6135. The 6 1 3 5. And you hit the arrow of the way it is indicating on the note. Oh, shit, I forgot to store stuff first. Son of a bitch. Well, I guess I can sell some of it. Take that. Alright, this is the last thing we need out of this room. And now we are never to return. Alright, here we go. Yeah, sometimes I do kind of wish I wasn't such a... I don't know, whatever it is that I feel like I cannot leave items laying around. Don't want to go through there yet, but we'll go ahead and come over here and grab the inconvenient genome points. Ah, these guys. Oh, you think you're getting away, huh? Yeah, I had this before. This is the, this is where we need to get our fuse. This is one of the, what are they called? The goat thing. That one is just a glitch. It doesn't do nothing. Okay, let's see. How did I do this before? Bottom right. There we go. There we go, that shorted out. So that pipe thing, it looks more complicated than it is. All I do is literally go to highlight the next one in line and line it up as I go through. I don't look at everything, I only look at that one part. And then towards the end, just it was the last ones that weren't connected. And it's all pretty straightforward. Now that we've done that, we come down here. Do we have anything right here? I forget. Nope. There's another door for blowtorch, but we don't have that right now. So we just had a save, so I'm not too worried about it since I know what I'm doing. If you have not done this before, it might be good to save there. You push this switch. My first time, I didn't keep this gate in view, and I was like back there. But this gate starts opening, and we have to outrun the water, or else we die instantly. So we run through that gate, we run through this one, and do not miss the green light on this door here, or else you die. So we've done that now. Now what we need is the fuse, because we'll have to repump that water out. But now that there's water back in the pipe and we've opened the gates, we can come back this way. Go ahead and just use that. No. away. So now we have, if you come here after you drain the water, and there's not water here, you can't cross because there's just a pit underneath us. And if you come here before you do what I just did, the gate is closed over here and you're blocked. So we need to drain the water again in order to go down there. Come over here, though. Ah, son of a... But we don't have to do that. I don't think, actually. What we needed was that key there. So now that we have the situation room key, I think we can effectively finish this area. Oh, I killed him before his attack went through, so the block didn't work. No! Don't let him get away! Alright, I got it. So, however, that, the room that was underneath where the water was that I mentioned, there's like a weapon there. There might be a coin, but there's definitely a gun there. So if you're trying to get all the weapons, the next part we have to do. Right, let's see. Because I think the fuse is in the situation room. And there was fuel there. Yeah. So we'll take the fuse unit. What we need to do here is just we need to interact with these files, and then after all that, interact with that right there, that DVD player, VHS, whatever the heck it is. Let's see. We're gonna go. Feeling completionist. We're gonna go and store items one more time because, like I said, there's after we drain the water again, there is definitely a coin, a Zodiac coin, in one of the rooms that we gain access to, and there's other goodies. There's a gun. We'll go and get that all so we can feel like we're completionist. Hell. Just completely ran by the door. So I would like to, because I think you might not have to do this next part. We might have been able to just interact with those things and finish this area up right then, which would kind of be what I think you'd want to do if you were doing like a speedier run. And while I am trying to be somewhat fast, I'm not trying to minimize time. first thing we're gonna do is come back here, grab that so we can get in that room. We come down here to drain the water again. The pump room. Here, let's see. Like I said, I'm just following along from the top left and only going back and forth and connecting the ones I need to. And then if you just follow that, it works. Puzzle seems a little more overwhelming than it is. So now that we've done that, if we go back down here, we can go all the way straight through, so that's good too. Can't remember if there was something that ended up over here or not. Nah. Wanted to check just to be sure, though. Here, we'll go ahead and go by the door. Hopefully this won't make us have too many items to where we have to go back again, because I'm not going to. I will destroy stuff rather than go back one more time. So here, another blowtorch fuel that we don't need. Ox key, 500 genome points. Ox coin, I'm sorry. So if you're going for the Zodiac coins, that's where one is, and this is kind of easy to miss because you don't ever have to come back down here at this point. And before, it might feel like you already looked everywhere anyway, so. And then the last thing we'll do, which again, we don't have to, coming this way for the gun. The first time I did this area, I'd actually interacted with pretty much everything in the situation room. It kept saying, find more information. I was like, I've gone everywhere. I ran around this whole space for at least an hour trying to figure out what I needed to do. And I just could not figure out that I had to interact with that little black box on the table for the longest time. As I was all focused on this room, I figured that this is what I needed to do. And you come in here and you just get ammo, go around back, and you get a gun. And that's it. Nothing else. So I was very confused originally at this point, but no longer. But I do believe we've got all the extra stuff here, so now we're going to go ahead and finish up the chapter. Oops. Alright, so you're doing all this stuff, and you're finding out all the information about these bigwigs and this mining satellite. So I did that, and that tells you all the big information. And it's like, I can't do anything. But after that here, there you go. Play the VHS.
May I have your attention? All right, gentlemen. The emergency meeting is now in session. In attendance from the board, Mr. Anstead, Head of Governmental Relations, Mrs. Zimmer, Head of Operations, and myself, Chief Executive Officer. And our governmental representative, Mr. Kimura, Secretary General, General Strickland, Head of Military Command, and Mr. Stevens, U.S. Delegate. South Korean delegate Mr. Chung couldn't attend due to hospitalization, but Mr. Park is here as a stand-in. All right. You've all been briefed prior to this meeting, correct? So I'll keep this introduction short. On May 13th, 6:32 PST, MC-130A-1 fired a trajectory altering stream at interstellar object 200X-I-12. Now, just as it approached Jupiter with the intent of knocking it into its orbit, on May 15th, we received word that 200X is instead on an unavoidable collision course with Earth due to strike date found on July 26th, Mr. Einstein.
We expect the impact to be sometime in the early morning of the 26th, with the hypocenter over Chung District. We don't yet have clear readings of 200X's composition, so it's hard to make any concrete predictions. But we anticipate a heavy blast radius of 20 kilometers and potentially fatal radiation up to a radius of around 200 kilometers.
200 kilometers? That's damn near the whole country.
Unfortunately so. We predict close to a 100% fatality rate from Seoul to Busan. We advise evacuation of any peoples of interest well in advance of the collision date. Current research suggests Jeju Island should be safe from the effects of the impact.
And what about MC-130? Has knowledge of the satellite been exposed because of this?
MC-130 is still undetected. It's been caught since the firing at 200X. We've heard no reports of sightings nor rumors of its existence. We remain confident that it hasn't yet been discovered.
We need that thing gone before anyone does.
Planes are being prepared to evacuate MC-130 from the solar system. We're currently extracting all necessary resources that are still on board. The jettison procedure will begin after that in the next few months. It should be out of communications reach within weeks of giving the order. Until then, cloaking will remain in place.
Know this. No one's going to know about the satellite involved. I guarantee it.
Meanwhile, we advise keeping all communications around this incident to a minimum. We predict a large loss of life, but there's nothing that can be done to prevent it. It makes very little difference to the fatality rate to declare 200X a threat now, or a week before its collision. But if we keep our cards close to our chests, we can at least ensure our own safety is still...
Jesus, they knew. I need to tell Sal Yun. We gotta talk.
What did you find out?
It's true what that woman said. That satellite is definitely real. But it's not just for mining. That's what they say it does. Sure, but it's capable of going way over the legal limit.
Slow down. What do you mean?
This satellite It uses some kind of plasma laser for drilling, right? There's a restriction on how powerful these kind of things can be, and anything above 5 gigawatts is classified as a threat to world safety or something like that. They claim it's above board, that it complies with the Space Warfare Treaty, all that good stuff, but that's a fucking lie. It's way more powerful. I'm talking hundreds of gigawatts. It's a goddamn superweapon.
Over 100 gigawatts? That would be enough to obliterate a city.
Exactly. This is not some innocent little mining company. Stellar Mineral is way more influential behind the scenes. Like world stage levels of influential. They're meeting up with some very big, very shady people from around the world.
Like who?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't recognize any names.
How do you know where they're from?
The way they were talking. Look, Sao Yun, this isn't some shitty company that was just really into drilling some boring-ass rocks. They knew what this satellite was capable of. They were making secret deals to sell it. That's not the worst part. They knew about the meteor for months before it hit. Said there was something weird about it. Like it was giving off strange signatures. They tried knocking it into Jupiter's orbit to keep it from leaving the solar system. Tried being the key word. If no one touched it, it would have sailed by with no problems. This whole mess is because of their fuck-up. They knocked it into the Earth.
You're accusing Stellar Mineral of causing this entire incident?
Yeah, but that's the thing. They could have at least told us what they've done. They were too busy blasting the satellite into the void to hide the evidence. They didn't tell anyone outside of the little circle of shareholders. It's not just us that's been lied to. This goes way above you and me and HQ and even the government. Stellar Mineral's been pulling the strings from so far up, we can't even see it.
Oh, that's... How much of that is conjecture?
None of it.
None of it? You don't even know who said it. It could be a hoax.
A hoax? What? No way. I know what I saw. God damn it, I knew we shouldn't have split up.
Even if it is true, we've still got a mission to complete. Let's finish getting this train running and discuss it later.
Fine. This isn't over.
Alright. Got our character back. I don't think there's anything around. Alrighty. 15, okay, so let's see. Alright, store. Now we get some character development.
What do we do now?
Once we reach the dam, I'll head west to the next
No, I mean about the satellite. That woman has a way to access the controls. That means, in theory, we could get that too.
It's irrelevant. We need to confiscate the credentials and eliminate her, but that data won't help the core mission.
If that thing's as powerful as they said, we can use it against the growth. Strike it from orbit. Leave the rest of the country intact. Safer, quicker, easier. Then let's see those bastards try to cover up their little accident.
The mission is to detonate the nuclear warheads. We've been given instructions to...
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not still going ahead with the warheads, are you?
I don't like it either, but it's the only way to guarantee the destruction of the main growth.
Are you kidding? That thing's got seed pods on it. You know what happens when they get ruptured? Everything inside's gonna go airborne, and that shit could be spreading way further than Dejan. And there's no way the satellite wouldn't handle it better.
You don't know that. I'm not going against orders and compromising the mission for a hypothetical alternative. If the satellite was the right choice, we would have been told to use it.
The only reason they aren't telling us to use it is because Stellar Mineral is trying to hide it. I told you, it's a cover-up.
That's just your theory.
You're being stupid, Xiaoyun.
Don't call me stupid.
I'm not calling you stupid. I know how smart you are. That's why it's so frustrating that you're not getting it. They're lying about what it's capable of because they know a satellite this powerful shouldn't exist. That's why these shady boardroom execs wanted it. But if there's one positive in this whole mess, Xiaoyun, is that we can use it to annihilate this tree without spreading the infection. It's the safest way to finish this, and you know it.
That's not for us to question.
Like hell it isn't.
They said we'd be risking world war by using the satellite. Don't you see how much worse that is? Do you really think I would choose to have a nuclear detonation in my home country if there was a better alternative?
They're covering their asses. Look, if we can figure out how to survive in this wasteland with nothing but a couple guns and a little luck, a few guys in suits can figure out how to hash this out peacefully like adults. That's on them, not us.
No, this is on us. There's so much depending on us doing this job correctly. Wild speculation and borderline treason are not in our objectives.
Xiaoyun, listen to what you're saying. You're gonna fire off a nuclear blast, flatten what's left of the country, and spread the infection across the planet, and for what? Mission accomplished? Collect your medals, get your paycheck, and call it a day?
It's not about the accolades. If it's the difference between saving someone and saving no one, what choice do we have? Of course, I don't want to do this.
Then don't do it! Think about what you're being asked to do here. If this shit goes airborne, there's gonna be so many lives on the line. Where does it stop? China? London? How can you say for sure the whole world isn't gonna get infected?
If HQ says this is the safest way, we have no choice but to trust them. Who are you to tell me what's right? And who are you to say that this plan will cost more lives than it will save? You're not a scientist. You're not a politician. You and I don't know anything about what's best for the world.
And neither do the guys back at base. It's easy for them to make a call when they're not the ones that have to push the button. Prove me wrong, Xiaoyun. Convince me that dropping a nuke is good for anyone except for the suits behind this mess. Tell me how nuclear Armageddon is preferable to getting that satellite, performing a precision strike on that goddamn plant, and leaving the rest of the country untouched so everyone can see what really happened here. There's no way that level of destruction is going to save lives. The only lives it's gonna save is theirs. You know it. Hey, I know you're smart enough to see through this shit, okay? Like I said, it's not about saving lives. It's about covering asses. And if that's what they really want, they can figure it out without us.
I'm not going against my orders.
Xiaoyun.
I said I'm done. I'm not discussing this any further with you.
Hey, Xiaoyun.
Hi.
You, hungry?
Depends on what you're cooking.
Let's see. Most stuff in here looks spoiled, but... Well, I can make you noodles. Or, noodles.
Are you sure they're safe to eat?
They're still sealed. They're probably less contaminated than we are. What does this one say?
Spicy.
And this one?
Extra spicy.
Well then, which one do you want?
I'll take extra spicy.
If you think you can handle it.
I'm more worried that you couldn't.
Well, how is it?
It's not the worst noodles I've had.
It's not? This place must be getting to you. You look pretty beat. You still got about an hour before we're at Dejan. You want to take a break?
I need to stay alert for the mission.
The mission's not going anywhere while we're stuck on this train. Besides, this is probably the last rest you'll get before things go really south. And go on. I'll keep watch.
Evan, I don't want to do this. The nuclear blast, the radiation. You know I'm only doing it because I have to, right?
Yeah, I know. I don't agree, but I know. Do you really think it's the right thing to do?
I don't know. It doesn't feel right. All I can do is trust them that they know better.
Maybe you need to start trusting yourself.
Alrighty. Let's try and get through this quick like.
Evan?
Shh, shh. Stay quiet. There's something on the roof. God damn it! If this keeps up, there won't be any train left!
I'll lure it to the front and detach the control core.
Alright, so what we can do is if we walk, it doesn't do anything. If we run, it will, and then we'll just have to dodge when it puts its hand down.
Hey, hold up. You smell that? I think there's a gas leak. Be careful, it might be flammable.
And lucky for us, Evan won't shoot in here with the gas leak. And also, if you do this, it blows you up, so don't. Ah, I tried to dodge it. Oh, that's what we need. We get the flash drive, and then we have to run back to the front car. It took me a minute to figure this out my first time. And we can also go ahead and store some stuff. But you come here. Alright, flow of gas has been switched off. There are quite a few items on this train. We're probably not going to worry about getting them all. That key card is what we need to get through this next one. actually, I think that door just is locked when the gas is on. Oh shit. Oh damn it, I meant to turn around, not go through the door. Come on. I pressed the damn dodge there. Oh, hey there, Piano. This game has been out... Came out on the 16th. So, pretty new. Alright, that's the key to that supply chest. Yeah, and it's not a snake thing, it's a kind of a monster on top of the train car shoving its arm down at us. Let's go ahead and do this because we need a wheelchair ramp. No! Here, let's do that. No. I want antibody, yes. First aid kit is better than the max rounds. Up the arms. think there's a Zodiac coin somewhere. Could be mistaken. Coming close to 50,000 kilo mark. Ah, there it is. Alright, signal modulator definitely sells for more than 4 Magnum rounds. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we have the key card here. Yeah, that's kind of crazy to hear, Piano. Alright, we did that.
If we can find some way to distract that thing, we can detach the front car and get it the hell out of here.
Alright. That's the key that gets us into that room in the beginning. And that's how we distract it.
Pushing the train. If you don't hit the brake, we're gonna smash right into the front car.
And there's a lot of enemies that spawn here. Pretty straightforward to try and just dodge past them. Maybe fight a few of them if you really want to. Oh, I just came back here and grabbed this. Timing isn't so tight that you can't do any cleansing of the area. But I don't really believe there's enough time to kill everything. How did I miss that? Ah, come on, get off me. I do like to try and make sure I have enough time to go in that train car. I forget what all is in there. But it's a long door. But yeah, see, you got quite a few enemies that pop up here. this is the kitchen car thing. Let me by. And there he goes. The interloper.
According to intel, one of the nodes shouldn't be too far from here.
Oh, good. I'd hate to have missed the sights on the way to Daejeon in a nice, comfy train ride. That makes this all worth it.
Come on, it's not that bad.
There is something wrong with you, sorry.
Again, too long. Go to strategy for this guy. Malformed go, that's it. Okay, yeah, we can go in these rooms up there for some stuff. There's some goodies in there. But I don't think we have to go through any of that. If you're trying to just rush through, you can just run straight all the way down here. There we go, boost our immune resistance. Okay, 170. Too much. Say not enough. Almost. Too much again. I'm bad at this one. There we go. Little did I Evan take care of that. He will shoot things from 10 miles away in this part. Yeah, while we're right here, I might as well just store these 2 items as well. We can hop in this train over here and grab some things, as well as some stuff around. Oh yeah, there, we hit the 50,000 genome points mark. Alright, no coin. See, you got this guy all the way from back there. Shit, even this one. Got here. Nothing we can do there. Okay, so here we can go ahead and sell this stuff. Yeah, these are all the weapons. But we're not buying anything just yet. Oh, darn it. Oh well, it's only... yeah, only handgun ammo. It don't matter much.
Is it just me? Or is that tree looking a lot bigger?
You're right. How can it be growing so quickly? We need to act fast.
You hear that?
A helicopter. Up from HQ?
I don't think that's one of ours. I'm guessing it's your friend from the university. Looks like she's got places to be. You know what's in that direction?
The military base.
What the hell is she up to?
The nuclear launch site. I don't like this, Evan. She still has those files requested by HQ. We need to get them back.
You don't need to do their dirty work.
It's not about trusting HQ. It's about what she can do with those files. She could take control of the satellite and the nuclear launch. We need to stop her. But at the rate this tree is growing, we might be too late to destroy it if we don't remove the remaining nodes first.
I'll go after her. HQ can work remotely to block any login attempts to the warheads in the meantime. You stay focused on destroying those nodes.
Alright, some more ziplining. Now this might be my least favorite part of the game. It's not terrible, but I'm not a huge fan of boat stuff in some games. That's not necessarily saying a lot because I like so much of this game that saying my least favorite part doesn't mean anything bad. This is talking about how we need coolant so we can boost more in the boat. Okay, and hopefully I can remember the order so we can kind of get this done quickish. I'd say the order, and I'm talking just about kind of these stops we have. We don't have to stop at every place. I'm pretty sure about that. I'm not 100% about exactly which ones we can skip yet. I think that we could probably have skipped this one. I do think the track for this part is really nice though. Look how it makes that whole section green. So I wonder if there was something over there and back there that I just don't want to deal with. Maybe someday. Yeah, there's probably a weapon or something. Not today. Come on, come on. we go. Now we can get past. There we go. Now we have stop there, here, and up here. I think we need to go here first. Then we can come down here. I don't know if we ever have to go there, but I'm going to go for here first. Then we'll come down to these, and then we'll go the way we have to. So in the current state, it's possible you don't have to do either. What happens here is we have a long section with the gas, which I think the idea is that you need the coolant so that you can constantly speed through. I did make it through without coolant the first time I played through this part. I mean, barely, it was close, but I did make it through. Maybe that's something that will come through in a patch, but I think it might be possible for now. You know what? Let's just see if it's possible right now. See if we can skip this whole part. Got myself all curious if we can just skip it all. Now I do think it's important to spam the boost and not get stuck. Barely made it. Okay, then here. Alright, we do have to go up here because this is where we have to burn the other, like, stomach thing. And we do go a little slower not being able to constantly boost the whole time. Or maybe not necessarily that much slower to where it's a big deal, but we'll see. Uh-oh. I hope there's an incendiary grenade around here. Yes. Thank God. That kind of might have sucked. Alright, let's see. Put that.
Evan, this is Hyun. I've destroyed the second node. It looks like the roots are getting weaker.
Nice one.
How are you doing?
Still en route. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Sounds like you're making good time.
We'll see. Don't wait up.
Okay. Alright, good. Storage. Oh, yes, that's right. We do need... Damn it. Meant to do... We have blue power cable. Right, we do need the green one. Where is the green one? There's a small chance it may be back in that other area somewhere. Though I hope not. But we will find out if I made a mistake together. What the hell? Damn it. Okay, this one. Okay. And now we just got a couple more of these dudes. They woke up. If I remember correctly, the other cable we need is in a movie studio. I think it's this one. I think it's here. But I do think we get the key for it here. So we have to go here, then back here, then to there. I think that's right. But I do think we missed the Zodiac coin in the other area. At least. But I'm fine with it on this playthrough. Do a full all Zodiac coin location video in the future here. Now, I have really been wanting to do a good review video for this game, but I want to wait until I complete it and at least get to, yeah, that's the movie studio, try out the other game mode. We're still waiting on like the first big bug fix patch that should be coming this week, and my first game that I was playing through, when I got at the end, I came into a kind of a game-breaking bug that made it where I could not finish the game. And so my first big playthrough, I just have not been able to finish. Which is one of the reasons why I'm kind of trying to go a little quicker through this. We're getting close. And I want to see how it ends. I see so many people saying that they've beat the game, and I wanted to be one of the first, and I would have been. But anyone at this point, if you're watching this moment, if you like classic survival horror, fixed camera angle stuff, I absolutely highly recommend this. For the price, this game is absolutely 100% worth it. I would say it'd be worth it for more. This is really... It's been a long time since I've played a game like this that felt like a full-fledged game. And this one definitely does. And support them so that we can get some cool DLC. But I know them releasing this, damn it, on Xbox, PlayStation 5, and PC simultaneously has probably made a lot of extra work for bug fixes. I know with Xbox there's an extra layer of having to go through review processes, and then you have different systems having different kind of issues that they all have to resolve. And I really like there's like a movie playing on the screen over kind of want to just stay here and watch this. One of these days. Up there's the cable I need.
目に見えないのになぜかそこにいるのがわかる。千本の腕が一瞬見えて、次の瞬間には。
The movie script for Chimera, Tokyo Assault, the upcoming film adaptation of the popular arcade game. Hey, we saw a lot of those arcade games.
なぜか記憶の深いところで身を。
Done with the boat segment, which we got shortened a bit by skipping some of it. I feel like this is going to be a pain point for speedrunners. The noises we're hearing, it's a wall of people gooped blocking it. You'll see in the scene. For some reason, that part just really makes me think of Parasite Eve. Owie. God dang. That was obnoxious. Let's see. All right, we have a little save room here. Oh God, I think this is the one. Oh no, it's not. Let's see, we need 108. Let's see. Alright, so we're gonna have one 2-digit number. Let's see, so 8 times 6 plus 44 is not enough. There we go. Oh no! We are full up. Alright, so we're just gonna... We're gonna see what our defense goes up to at this point. 63. $76. 88.5. We were invulnerable when it was like 30. Like this is just absolutely crazy. I'm pretty sure, I do think it is kind of a bug that the defense is going up so high with the 3 green serums. It's supposed to increase at a much slower rate. Alright, so at this point we're going to take left path, as we are taking the left on all of them. This is actually only the 3rd selection we get after since chapter 3. Chapter 10. And yes, of course, that mutant rhino is the Chapter 10 boss. Let me see if I can remember the quick way to go through all this. Alrighty. So there is a door that has a code for it. I think the code for it is over here. If we'd remember, it'd be a little faster, but we're gonna go over here, move this thing to get the code, go up there. We're gonna get a fire suit and a fire axe, I think, and then we can come over here and get what we need to finish up this area. I believe that is the order of this. Let's see. Inventory's good. We don't need to save spot yet. I think we can kind of jump over here first. Perhaps this could help be slightly more efficient routing here. And where did you come from? That's right over there. I'm just not at the point yet where I have codes written down for doors to make this a lot faster, essentially easier. One day, just not today. We gotta push this around until we can get it next to that cabinet there. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's one of these. Take 0, 1. Oh, actually. I think I do have this one written down somewhere. Alright, so it's, you know, find your way. Take 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4. To the first digit, add 2. So you're adding 2 to it. To the second, by 6. Alternate this, so you add 2 and 6. So the code here is 274, so 262, 27496. 27496. Alright, we still have plenty of inventory space. I think we come over here. Yeah, and then up here. Son of a... Alrighty, 27496. Okay, 104. We have a multiplication and a subtraction. Yeah, that didn't work at all. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. 96 times 2 minus 88. Okay. Alright, we have the crank. That is what we need. I think we go back downstairs to where the other kind of... Not a... Yeah, we go back downstairs and then we can use the crank, and then where we use the crank, I think, is where we get the fire outfit and the fire axe. Now the fire axe and, well, and grenades as well, you can use to kill enemies for the achievement. I'm just going knife only because of, I don't know why. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we gotta go back that way. We grabbed our goodies over here. Wait, where do we use the damn... Oh, no. Okay, 150. 150. It's too much. There we go. There we go. Damn it, where was the... I definitely forgot somewhere where I needed to go. Gotta be somewhere over here. Maybe it was down here. Yeah, I did what I needed to do up there. Actually, I think the crank is for this door here. Here it is, yeah. I come out of the fire trucks. This is what I was looking for. So it wasn't too off. Definitely needed to get the crank first. Right here. There we go. Yes, take the power room key. Come on, man. Alright, now we are pretty close to the end of this chapter. Which is good, as it's not too late, so I might be able to go a little farther. Oh, wrong way. I don't need that anymore. go back up this way. Alright, we're almost at 60,000 genome points. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Let's get out of here. Might need to make sure I grab an incendiary grenade again. Oh, nope, they have one for me right here. Okay, 84. We need one 2-digit number. Let's see. Nope, I think do something like... Sorry, wait, let's try... Come on, man. 84, so we need even numbers. Pretty much can't mess that part of it up with the digits we have. 42 is 84 divided by 2. That's not enough. Way too much. Sometimes I'm a little slow. Yeah, our inventory is pretty much full anyway. Now, I will say, this is the way you would come from the other one, so it's another just save room there. I'm not going to bother with that right now. Time to beat the rhino. Now I would recommend, if you're doing this, don't. When you block, just block so you can stay here. Because countering it'll push it back and then it'll discharge and if it does discharge attack while you're in here, I don't think it's stat attack the more it does. My defense is kind of bug right now. So I don't have to worry about it too much. If I can get like one hit block. Yeah, it attacks fast enough where you can't really do. And
Evan, this is Hyan. I've destroyed the last node.
Good work. You make it sound so easy.
You have no idea.
Saoyan, I'm almost at the base now. This place looks heavily guarded. They look like Black Ops or some kind of mercs. I'm assuming they're hired goons for that woman. I think we're gonna have to lie low for a while.
Are you sure you want to go in alone?
I'll be fine. It's not worth risking both of us over.
Evan.
Come on, Saoyan. I haven't let you down this far, have I?
Right. Just be careful.
장대위, 위치가 한동안 업데이트되지 않았습니다. 진행 상황에 대한 정기적인 보고는 의무입니다.
죄송합니다. 거의 대전에 도착했습니다. 잠깐 멈춰야 했습니다.
진행 방해 요소에 대한 현황 보고 바랍니다.
저는 맹세코 이 임무를 완수하겠습니다. 그 의지는 변함이 없습니다. 하지만 이 목표를 달성하는 방법에 대한 의문을 제기해야 되겠습니다. 무례라면 죄송하지만 그 위성을 시도조차 해볼 수 없는 이유를 납득시켜 주시기 바랍니다. 예외적인 상황입니다. 위성의 필요성을 충분히 정당화할 수 있습니다. 저희가 사용한다는 것이 문제가 아니라 그런 무기를 만든 스텔라 미네랄에게 책임이...
장대위, 이건 논의할 여지가 없습니다. 조심히 행동하십시오. 현재 임무는 핵무기를 폭파하는 것입니다. 위성 사용을 시도하면, 아니, 시도해서는 안 됩니다. 명령에 따르겠습니까?
핵탄두를 폭파할 준비는 할 겁니다. 하지만 위성이 정말 효과가 없을 거라는 것을 확신하기 전까지는 발사하지 않을 겁니다.
이미 효과가 없을 거라고 알려드렸습니다.
위성이 얼마나 강력한지 알고 있습니다. 무엇을 할 수 있는지도 알고 있습니다.
위성을 지구를 향해 사용하면 세계 정치의 안정이 무너질 것입니다. 위성을 사용해서는 생명을 구할 수 없습니다.
맞습니다. 전 구할 수 없죠. 하지만 본부는 할 수 있습니다. 제 임무는 이 유성으로부터 나라를 보호하는 겁니다. 그리고 그렇게 할 겁니다. 필딩 중위와 저는 상상도 못할 정도로 적대적인 환경에서 생존했습니다. 다른 사람들을 그런 위험에 처하게 하고 싶지 않습니다. 이걸로 인류를 구할 방법을 저희가 알아낼 수 있다면 본부는 그 이후의 여파도 해결할 수 있다고 믿습니다.
이건 장대위가 결정할 문제가 아닙니다. 대위가 생각지도 못한 더 높은 곳에서.
이 끔찍한 변이차는 모든 생명을 괴물로 바꿔버립니다. 대화도 통하지 않고 막을 수도 없습니다. 그저 죽일 뿐입니다. 본부는 그런 괴물이 되지 마세요. 스텔라 미네랄이 본부를 그렇게 만들도록 두면 안 됩니다.
장대위!
Alright, and here we go into chapter 11, and now we go into trying again to complete the game. We're going to stop the live stream here for anyone who's watching or watching later. Just want to say thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this. This game is Ground Zero from Malformation Games, published by Kwalee. I absolutely love this game. I highly recommend it to fans of classic survival horror like the original Resident Evil trilogy, the fixed camera angles. It's really that classic style with some modernization that I really like. There's several different ways you can go about playing through here. And I'm looking forward to unlocking some of the extra stuff and seeing what kind of fun things can happen there, and of course getting all of the achievements for this game. So one more time, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, scare well.